It was late at night and a college girl was returning home from a friend's birthday party. She took the last bus that was still running. It was nearly empty. All the seats were free except for the one at the very back, which was occupied by an old man. He was sitting with his eyes closed, seemingly deep in thought or perhaps even asleep. As the bus rumbled along, she couldn't shake off a growing unease. The old man's presence, although silent, was making her uncomfortable. Every so often, she would steal a glance at him only to find him staring at her. His eyes, though cloudy with age, held a disturbing intensity that sent shivers down her spine. She tried to focus on her phone, hoping to distract herself from the unsettling situation. But his heavy breathing and occasional coughs filled the bus, creating an oppressive atmosphere that made it hard to concentrate. She considered changing seats, but a sudden jolt of the bus made her grip her bag tightly. She decided against moving. The unease that had been simmering within her began to boil over. His staring never ceased, and his silence was deafening. It felt like an eternity of awkward tension until suddenly the bus made a sharp turn. Startled by the movement, she looked up to see the old man was gone. The seat where he had been sitting was now empty. Puzzled, she turned to the bus driver and asked, "How long has this bus been running?" The driver, a burly man with a salt and pepper beard, glanced at her in the rearview mirror and replied, "What do you mean?" "It's been running since it left the station." "Why do you ask?" The girl hesitated, unsure how to respond. Then she added, "I just realized I've forgotten my headphones on the previous bus." The driver nodded understandingly. "Ah, it happens. But listen, love, this is the last bus. If you've left something behind, it's gone for the night. You can come back tomorrow morning to look for it, but I doubt anything will be there." The girl thanked him and returned to her seat, still puzzled about the old man. She looked around, noticing for the first time that all the other passengers were also asleep. The bus seemed to have become a tomb of silence, with the only sound being the hum of the engine and the soft snores of the sleeping passengers. As they approached her stop, she got up and walked toward the exit. That's when she saw it, an old faded photograph lying on the empty seat where the old man had been sitting. She picked it up, and it was an old family photograph. In it was a young couple with a small baby, their faces filled with joy and hope for the future. And in that instant, she knew that the old man in the photograph was her father. She remembered her mother telling her stories about him, how he had died